everyone. In the last class we have discussed about the web pages and its designing. It is having two parts. What's that? Yes, contents and styles. Okay, contents means the informations we can see in the web pages. Then styles means it is in the background work. Okay, to making our web pages more attractive. And there is a problem occurred, that is the repetitive use of tags and attributes. Okay, so in this chapter solution is that is cascading style sheets. Okay, by the use of cascading style sheets we can reduce the repetitive use of tags and attributes in the web pages. Okay, so dear children, we can just see that I have prepared here an HTML file. See, all the HTML files can be started with the angular bracket, and here is a line, that is put an exclamation symbol, then type doc type HTML. Okay, so D must be in the capital letter and this HTML must be in the capital letter. Okay, be aware of that. Exclamation doc type HTML. Then you can start your tags, that is HTML tag, then head tag. What is the use of head tag? Yes, it is for giving the headings. Okay, then title tag. What is the use of title tag? Yes, for giving the title. What is the title here? School Kalolsavam. Okay, so here is the opening tag for title tag and here is the closing tag for title tag. How can we differentiate both? Yes, the closing tag having a slash symbol. Okay, now here the head tag is ended. Where is the opening? Here is the opening. So dear children, first of all type the HTML tag, then head tag and its closing tag. Inside the head tag there is another tag, its name is title tag. Okay, title tag is for giving the title to the web page. Okay, then what is the body tag? Yes, body tag is for including the contents. Here is the opening of the body tag and here is the closing for the body tag, just before the HTML closing tag. Okay, so it means that what all things come inside the body tag. Okay, this is the opening, this is the closing. So these things are inside the body tag. It will be displayed on the web page. Okay, so there are lot of tags inside that for making the web page attractive. These are the style tags. Okay, body tag is the content tag. Okay, so here we can see the H3 tag. H3 tag is heading tag to increase or decrease the size. Here the number is given as 3. Okay, and it is closed here. And what is the heading? Single items. School Kalolsavam is the heading and single item is one heading, group items is second heading. Okay, then we can type the items in the paragraph tag. P tag is the paragraph tag. Okay, here the paragraph tag is closed. See, okay, so we want to make our items more attractive. What are the items for single items? Mohiniyattam and Bharatanatyam. Okay, for that we make use of the tag font, and here we can see 3 attributes for font tag: face, color and size. Okay, so this is the syntax for giving the tag and attribute. Opening angular bracket, then type font, then put a space. Then you have heard about lot of font family: Liberation Serif, then URW Chancery L. Okay, then Liberation Sans, Verdana. Okay. So these are the English font family, and you have heard about Malayalam fonts like Chilanka, Meera, Keraliyam. Okay. So here you can see I have given Liberation Serif as the font face. Okay. So type font, then face equal to, put an equal to symbol, then you have to type the font face inside the double quotation mark. Okay, inside the double quotes, then give a space, then type the color. Here you want to make sure that the spelling of color is C-O-L-O-R. Okay, not C-O-L-O-U-R. Okay, then color is equal to, put a equal to symbol, then the color also must be in the double quotes. Okay, here we can see a hash symbol. Okay, so all the colors must be in the code. This is the code. Okay, so I will introduce the colors and its code. You have just keep it in your mind that every color must be having a hash symbol in front of that. Okay, then put a space, type size, which size, font size is equal to 20, 30, 15. Okay, any number you can give according to the size. So here you cannot see the double quotation mark, which means that for font face, font color it is necessary. For font size it is not necessary. If it is given, then no problem. Okay, so this is a number, so it doesn't need the double quotes. Okay, after that I have typed the single item Mohiniyattam, then second item Bharatanatyam. Okay, did you notice that here is a tag, BR tag, which means break tag. Okay, for what BR tag is using? Yes, if here is not given this tag, then when you are seeing in the web page Mohiniyattam, then in the same line itself the Bharatanatyam will display. Okay, so we want it in two lines, two different lines. So I have given a break tag to break this line. Okay, then I have closed the font tag. Now dear children, we can save it by going to this three lines, three horizontal lines, then click on save as, then go for students work 10. I have given the name as testing file. Okay, testing file, and the extension of an HTML file is .html itself. Okay, testing file.html, then I have saved it. Okay, now we can go for that, home, go for students work 10, testing file.html. This is your testing file.html. Okay, so open that, double click it. See, this is the web page I have created. Okay, so we can compare it with the code. This is the code. See, in the head tag I have given the title as School Kalolsavam. So where did it comes? See, this is the heading, School Kalolsavam. Okay, School Kalolsavam. So the title comes here. Then single items, group items are the heading for this web page. Okay, this is the single item, this is group item. Then font face changes to Liberation Serif, for Mohiniyattam and Bharatanatyam, color changes to this color. So if you want this color in black color, you can change it as to 0, full 0, which means 6 zeros. 6. Then click on save. Then refresh our page. See, the color changes to black color. Okay. So dear children, the first two values is for red color. Okay. If you are changing that to F and saving it, then refreshing it, it changes to red color. Okay. So you have already known about the primary colors. Which are they? RGB, that is red, green and blue. Okay, so the first two colors is for red, second two colors is for green, and the last two colors is for blue color. Okay, so if I am making this last two zeros to F and saving it, then refreshing, it changes to blue color. Okay, so here are the combinations of RGB, primary colors, and we can give the many colors. Okay, so if you are having any problem in remembering the codes, you can go for applications, then graphics, either GIMP or Inkscape or Color Paint or any other graphic softwares. Okay, there you can see the HTML codes for all the colors. See, change foreground color. If you are clicking on any color, you can see the HTML notation here. See, for the sky blue the code is 22FFF. Okay, for yellow the code is this. There is lot of variants for all the colors. See, okay, so you can copy this color from here if you want this blue color, or this color means copy this by Ctrl+C and go to your file, testing file. Here change it as that color, then save. Here refresh it. See, the color has changed. Okay, so did you get the idea about the color codes? Okay, so what happens if I am changing it to F? All the 6 values are putting as F means save, then refresh. So it turns to white color. Okay, so full F means white color, full 0 means black color. Then first two colors is for red, second two colors is for green, last two colors is for blue. Okay, then this size, I have changed it into 5. Then you must notice the difference here. See, the size has changed. Okay, then now I am removing this break tag and saving it, then refreshing. See, both Mohiniyattam and Bharatanatyam comes in same line. Okay, for separating it into different lines, I have given the break tag. Okay, are you clear? Now I have closed the font tag here. Now I am opened a new paragraph tag here for the group items. Okay, see, there is no changes or there is no styles given for the group items Oppana and Tiruvadira. So for giving the same fonts to this also means you can type the same. Okay. Face equal to, put an quotation mark, then liberation serif, then close that quotation mark, type color equal to quotation mark, then put the hash, you can type the color. Which color is this? Red color. Okay. Then size equal to 5. Then close this. Then one more thing is that here you want to close that font. Okay. Then saving it. Okay. The color has changed. The font face has changed to liberation serif and the size to 5. Okay. So dear children, here are only 2 things for you to change in this web page. This is a small web page. Okay. And you have studied or you have listened the web page source of this Kalotsava. So this is a very big page. Okay, there are lot of codes here. So is it possible to give the font face and styles to each and every headings and each and every paragraphs? Is it easy? No, it is not possible for a large file. Okay, so to avoid this repetition use of the font or any other tags or attributes, we can make use of the cascading style sheets. Okay, so we can go for what do you mean by cascading style sheet? As part of web designing, when several web pages and the properties of the tags to be used in them are to be created, cascading style sheet is the technology developed to avoid repetition of the code effectively. Okay, so what is the short form of cascading style sheet? Yes, we can call it as CSS. Okay, CSS. Styles and cascading style sheets. For a web page, styles refer to the manner of defining of the margins, fonts, colors, etc. Okay, so there are lot of situations we want to make changes in the font color, font size, then margin of the web pages, then spacing, etc. Okay, to make the web page more attractive. Style sheets are the files that define these things separately from the contents. Okay, so we can separate the contents and styles with the help of this cascading style sheets. Okay, the same style sheet can be used for preparing a lot of documents. If you are preparing a cascading style sheet for one web page, then you can make use of the same styles for making another web page. Okay, so here we consumes the time. Okay, time management is so important. See dear children, style sheets are also known as templates. Okay, I think you are familiar with templates by using your Android mobile phones. You have making the collages. Okay, you are selecting 3 or 4 photos from your gallery. Then in the new mobile phones, new model mobile phone, you can see that making collage. Okay, or you can stitch the photos. So check it in your Android mobile phone. That is the templates. Okay, so here style sheets, CSS, are also known as templates. The function of cascading style sheets is to direct how the contents prepared using a markup language should be displayed. Okay, so we are making use of the style sheets in the markup language. Okay. Cascading style sheets helps to eliminate repetitive use of HTML tags while designing web pages that we already experienced. Okay. See dear children, here are two different web pages from Wikipedia. Okay. Can you compare it? Take page number 35 in your textbook. Here you can see what are their features. You want to fill it. First one is given here that the contents are given in the same layout. See, the contents are given in the same layout, but the contents are different. Layout is same, but the contents are different. Okay. So this is a web page for website. This is the web page for cascading style sheets. Both the web pages are different, but the website is wikipedia.org. Okay. Then what else? The contents are given in the same layout. Then second one, you can see the hyperlinks. Okay, hyperlinks are given in the blue color in both the web pages. Okay, right there as hyperlinks are in blue color. Okay. Then you can see the logo of Wikipedia. See the logo of Wikipedia in both the web pages in the same position. Okay. Then this navigation bar is in the left side of this web page. Here also it is in the left side. Okay, right there as navigation bar or navigation panel are also same for both the web pages. Then what is the next similarity? Yes, the size, then the color, then font family of the headings and paragraphs are arranged as same manner in both the web pages. Okay. So dear children, from this what you understood? Yes, this is a website for one web page and this is for another web page, but both are similar, which means both are from the Wikipedia. Okay. So if we are creating two web pages like this, then the style must be same for a website. Okay. Here we can make use of the cascading style sheets. Otherwise, we are creating a web page for this and we want to create a web page for this. So we cannot make use of the styles. So this is a template and here is a template used. So cascading style sheets make our work more easy. Okay. You can check how it is. Here is that code. Okay. I have already typed that doc HTML, then HTML tag is open, head tag is open, then title school color also. Then just compare these both files. This is our first one, that is testing file.html. Okay. So here the difference occurs, that is this portion. Okay. This much of portion. So dear children, here we used this font face tag and attribute 2 times. Okay. So here in this file we have used it only 1 time. Okay. So from this we understood that the cascading style sheets can be reduced to the repetitive use. See, this is the test.html. You can see a tag named as style. Okay, and here it is closed. So this is the cascading style sheet. Okay, so you can see the difference here. See, just after the title tag, here I have included the extra one tag. Its name is style, that is the cascading style. Okay, so denote that we can make it a style tag. Then I have given the font face, then all those things just under the paragraph tag. Okay, in the first one. Okay, but here I have never given any attribute or tag just below the paragraph tag, only the contents. Okay, instead of giving the tags here, I have given the name as P without giving the angular bracket, and I have opened a curling bracket. Okay, so what is the syntax or format for cascading style sheet? Open it with angular bracket and give the name as style, then close that. Then I have given the name P because this is under the paragraph tag. Okay, so if I have to include the editing or modifications or any styles to the H3 or the single items or group items, yes, instead of giving P, you can giving H3 as the style. Okay, so now we understood the difference. Okay, then here is a format. Here we typed as font face equal to liberation serif. Okay, with the quotation mark. But see here, font hyphen family, then put a colon, then without quotation mark you can write the font family, that is Liberation Sans or Liberation Serif or any other. Then the sentence will be ended with the semicolon. Okay, see, it is ending with a semicolon. Then here color equal to quotation mark hash, then color code, then closing quotation mark. Here color colon hash code, then ending with a semicolon. Then here we just give this size equal to 5, but here font hyphen size colon 20 pixel px. Okay, then put a semicolon. Then we have to close the curling bracket of this P. Okay, then close the style. This is the closing tag for style. Okay, so I will give the same colors. I am copying this color and giving here for the Mohiniyattam and Bharatanatyam. Okay, then saving both, and I will show the difference. Okay, see, this is testing file.html. Okay, now I will show the result for test.html. See, what is the difference between both? Here we have given 2 times the font face, font color and font size. But here instead of giving it 2 times, we have created a new tag. Its name is style, and we have included a P tag. Then we have given the items that we want to edit. Okay, then I have closed the style tag. Okay, so dear children, by seeing the output, did you feel any difference? Here it is red color, so we can check what is that. This is the problem. Okay, now I have copying that and pasting it here. and saving. Now we can check it. Okay, so this is testing file.html and this is test.html. Okay, so both are same, both get the same output, but the code is different, isn't it? What is the difference? Yes, here is no repetition, here is repetition. Okay, so what is easy for you? The code without repetition by adding the cascading style sheet. Okay, so dear children, if you want to type the code like this, we want to open applications, accessories, gedit text editor. Okay, this is the gedit text editor. You can type here. Okay, doc type HTML, then closing. Okay, likewise you can type here and you can save with save as. Okay, then if you want to run that, you can go for the place or folder that you have saved it, then just double click it. Okay, then while we are giving any changes, you can refresh it and see the output. Okay, now we have completed the activity 3.1. Cascading style sheet is adding for a paragraph tag, which means p tag. Okay, here is a table for you. Now the current font family is Liberation Sans. We can change this into Verdana. So what change is observing? The font style will be changing. Here the color will be changing. Here the font size will be changing. Okay, then here you can see the formats. Okay, including style tag within the head tag. Okay, see here you can see that style tag is included within the head tag. Here is the head opening tag and here is the head closing tag. Okay, so within the head tag the style tag is included. Then we are using the brackets. Okay, we have using the colon, then at the end of the sentence we have used the semicolon. Okay, see, this is the CSS syntax. This P is known as selector. Okay, what is this? P is selector. Then this bracket, CSS brackets. This is the font family colon Verdana or Liberation Sans or Liberation Serif, then semicolon. So the syntax we can say commonly as property colon value then semicolon. Okay, font family is the property, then put a colon, then we can give the value. Here value is Verdana, here the code is the value, here the size is the value. Okay, then end with a semicolon and close the CSS brackets. Okay, so in the similar way we can give the styles to the heading also. Okay, how can we give it? Yes, we can just change it. So when we are giving the cascading style using tags, we call it type selector. Okay, see, this is commonly known as selector, and the selector is divided into two, that is type selector and class selector. Okay, keep it in mind, type selector and class selector. When the web pages are developed, the required properties of any of the tags used for including the content can be specified using type selector. Okay, so we have used it as type selector, and the tags used for including the content in the web pages, which are, yes, paragraph tag, body tag, h3 tag, h1 tag, h2 tag, h3, h4, etc. Okay, so now we can go for our test.html. Here I want to change single items and group items. These are the headings of my web page. Okay, so for that, just after this curling bracket, I want to give a selector as h3. Okay, because here the single item is given inside the tag h3. Okay, so here it is in the small letter, we want to give it in the small letter itself, H3, then curling bracket, then you can give the, just I am now copying it, okay, for time being you want to type it, then copying, then put a curling bracket. Okay, now we can change it into Vardhana. Then I have changed the color as blue color. Okay, so 0 0 0 0 FF, and I have increased the size into 30 pixel. Okay, now I am saying it and we can see the difference. Test.html, refreshing it, see, it has changed. Okay, only at one portion I have given the changes. So dear children, if we want to change it in the testing file.html, means this is a testing file open with a text editor. If I want to change it, I want to give here font face, face equal to, likewise in this sentence also I want to type here also. Okay, so it is very difficult, so we can make use of the cascading style sheet. So it is easy for us, isn't it? Okay, H3 is the type selector, P is also the type selector. Okay, so in the next class we can study about the class selector. Okay, class selector. So here we wind up this section. We can meet at the next class by the next topic. Okay.